Alright, I think I'm going to try to start something new and start right now. First off, happy Mother's Day to all my friends watching. I can't say fans. Most of my friends on here are my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosplay team. My Yu-Gi-Oh! And cosplay teams and other stuff. I can't say I have a full fan base like Dodger and Trade Chat and Triple Threat, and it's hard to think of any guy gamers that have done this, so that's another reason why I'm doing it. So, Dodger mentioned in a couple of her videos that Microsoft's getting ready to do a controller that remembers who you are by how you hold it. My problem with that is she said it too. Like, I use my Zoom as an example, so it's the closest thing I have. Actually, I'll just walk it over and grab a controller. Sorry about those weird angles for you guys. I just didn't really think and prepare for this one. Alright, the standard PlayStation 3 controller. Xbox is getting ready to do a controller that you hold and remembers who you are by how you grip. Now, before I get into this and go on a huge rant about this, motion control gaming was good for the Wii. It was a natural evolution for Nintendo because Nintendo's fun. It brings back full circle with the original controllers. I have a Wii, a 360, and a PS3. The PS3 is technically my brother's, but this is a controller. This is what most of us grew up with. That's why Nintendo still has the kitty names and kitty information, is because motion controls should not be for everything. I'm still upset that they did it for the 360. I'm still upset they did it for the PlayStation. It gave Nintendo a new breath of life, which is what Nintendo actually started to need, because they completely screwed up with the GameCube by not making it online play. They completely screwed up on the N64 with the complicated controllers. In fact, it's relatively arguable that the only two good things that come out of the N64 was Star Fox, Legend of Zelda, and maybe Mario 64. Of course, I'm probably screamed up by a lot of fanboys right now, but let's face it, most of the 64 library was horrible. Most of the GameCube library was good, but at the same time, everything would have been great if it was online play. Now, the Wii is Wi-Fi and free online still. That gives it a lot of good ideas. Motion gaming is great to an extent to where when you're thinking, you actually feel like you're with the sword in the shield bash. But you turn around and take a look and go, okay, well, the new Legend of Zelda game, I'm at the first boss, and it's pissing me off because I'm having to do the whole motion controller swing thing and shield bash just at the right moments. So, in a way, it makes it a whole lot more cautious to go. Now, the only point to have a controller that remembers who you are by holding it, quite literally, who you are by holding it, would be for login purposes only. There's avatar games, maybe, but I don't see a point in it. I don't even see a point in motion gaming to a certain extent. I mean, it was interesting with the Wii. I had a fly, sorry. But motion gaming, for that reason, is just that. It's a gimmick that works for the Wii because the Wii is more kid-friendly. I can see where a kid would use it more than what I would use it. Now, I'm a Nintendo fanboy for Zelda games. I cosplay as Link. My girlfriend wants to have a Legend of Zelda wedding. Don't worry, for people that are actually watching this, that's not for a few years. At least another 2 years. So, you don't really need to worry about that if you're worried about it. I'm not worried about it. She's not worried about it. We're not even engaged. We just talked about it. So before you go, so he's rushing in, he's rushing in. But motion gaming is just that. It's gimmicky. Only reason I bought the Wii was for Legend of Zelda. Just like the only reason I bought a 3DS was for Legend of Zelda. Only reason why I bought the GameCube, Legend of Zelda. So it's safe to say that that's the only reason I usually buy consoles like that. And my brother bought the PS3 for RPGs. I bought the 360 before I got the Wii because my friends and me got to the point where we saw games like Left 4 Dead, other stuff, multiplayer games we actually liked. So, controlling is a big issue anymore. Everything's going motion controlling. I don't particularly like that because I can see some fanboy making a video with a Hadouken or Kamehameha or whatever, and it's going to look stupid as hell. So, as much as I'd love to see some of this, I really think when it comes to some of this, it needs to be held off. A controller that just remembers who you are by holding it would not be as good as a cell phone or anything else. I think it, particularly, the only reason I can see use for it is, like I said, logging in. And even then, once you log into a certain point on your account, you're like, now what? You know? Stop allowing gimmicky controllers and get back to what made these games great. The controller configurations, the way you feel when you're playing, not okay. Now I've got to hold the controller, log in, wave my hand at a camera, flip to the game I want, press the game, and then figure 3 million button combinations and hand presses to make it where I can just play a game. And this is coming from someone that loved the light gun games. I think that's another reason that attracted me to the Wii, is I've got the full-out setup to make it a light gun. But please, stop messing around with camera ideas like this and controller ideas like this. It's bad enough most of the game systems are infected with Call of Duty now. Yes, I'm calling it Call of Duty infection, because let's face it, Call of Duty's got the most first-person shooter rip-offs. I guess you could say Halo came first, so yeah, but Call of Duty's on everything, and almost every first-person shooter has something involved with Call of Duty now. But now let's see, I've got lots of games over here. Eternal Sonata. Try to play this with motion control. Go ahead. See how far you get. Final Fantasy. Just running around going doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. And how are you going to start making that work motion game? They're going to start making you walk and run in place. So, I think it's just going to come down to, there's going to be another video game crash, and hopefully we can rebuild it this time. Because, I mean, no offense, there's a lot of great games out there. Superhero games are actually getting better. Batman Arkham City and Asylum were awesome. But we need to stop all these new controller ideas just to figure out how to get the jump on somebody else. We gotta stop on all these motion control ideas just to get the jump or copy somebody else. What made gameplay perfect back in the day was simplistic controls. Was difficulty hard levels. Not difficulty because you're just you're ready to kill your camera and your controller because you can't do it. So, Microsoft, more power to you. It might be interesting just to hold a controller and be able to log in. But that's the only use for a controller that's going to remember who you are. Okay, yeah, so Shermophobes out there saying otherwise right now. But how many friends do you have over that will have their own controllers? Alright. Now that that rant's out of the way, I'll try to do gaming news and gaming updates like once a week. Depending on what I think is coming out, depending on what I think is going to be good. I may even do some walkthroughs if I can never figure out how to get the right footage. Because all I've got for camera is my webcam right here, which is not good quality. And a video camera and a video camera. I mostly do 360 gaming. I don't do PC gamings for fraps. I did recently got forced into trying a demo of World of Warcraft by my friends Jason and my little brother Darren. So I may get the fraps to use that. I have been on and off MMOs ever since they started, but at the same time, most of the ones I do is free. So you won't see like a level 80 quest from World of Warcraft because I'm not going to bother to play it that long unless I get addicted to it. And I've had World of Warcraft for a month now and only played it twice. So, yeah. We'll get your reviews up where we can. We'll start trying to see what we can do to make this a channel versus just an AMV thing. And let me know if you want more gaming news, more deck ideas, more card profiles, card of the day, anime reviews, whatnot. We'll try to get it up here.